Barcelona and Cesc Fabregas. That's what I'm going to ask you about first. What's the very latest on him and a possible move to Barca?
Well, we had everybody talking and saying nothing here yesterday. The President, Sandro Rosé, spoke, so did the Director of Football and the Vice President, and their public message was, we want to change the way that Barcelona behaved with Arsenal in recent years. We want to be respectful. We don't want to talk about players. We don't even want to confirm that it's Cesc Fabregas that we're into. Then they're briefing the local papers that Cesc's basically on a mini strike. They're saying, look, he's in the gym because he doesn't want to train. He's not going to go on Arsenal's Asian tour. So they're briefing very firmly, which is why you get papers like this, John, where they're showing Arsene Wenger enjoying, legitimately, his summer holidays, but saying that it's time he got wet, it's time that he backed his promises to Cesc Fabregas and let him go. The players of Barcelona are beginning to speak more and more. They're back in training on the 19th of July, and you can see them regularly saying, we hope he comes. This year it's his time to come. We need him, we want him. In terms of actual hard developments in the transfer, Barcelona have tried to augment their price by throwing in Maxwell, the Brazilian left-back that they signed from Inter Milan. John, I have no idea if that's the type of player, even with the departure of Gaël Clichy, that Arsenal would accept as part of the deal. We stand at 35 million euros, plus some incentives depending on performance, and Barcelona say they won't move from that. I think the ball is in Arsenal's court, and if they don't think they're getting enough money, then I think here we should be prepared for this thing to drag on and on.
Graham, with under-21 star Thiago Alcantara pushing his cause for a place in this squad, is the reality that Barca aren't actually that desperate for Cesc Fabregas, and that if it didn't happen, then it wouldn't be the end of the world for Barca?
Both of the words you've used there are correct, John. Desperate? No. End of the world? No. But what, given Sky's coverage of Spanish football, you've all learned in the UK is that Pep Guardiola is very clear-minded, very determined, and is one of the most powerful coaches in Barcelona's history based on trophy record, and therefore he gets a far bigger say than coaches normally do at this club. And what he said is that, one, Cesc is the identikit footballer they need. All the skills born of being trained in La Masia, all the toughness, all the experience, all the leadership born of playing in the English Premier League. Also, the natural replacement for Xavi. Xavi's now not at the end of his career, John, but in football, just as in business, it's worth planning ahead. And Xavi has an Achilles tendon injury which looks like it will be chronic in his latter years. And therefore, what they want is this footballer over here now. Is it absolutely end of the world if Arsenal say no and don't let him go? For Barcelona, no. But I'm willing to speak about what I know, John, and say that for Cesc Fabregas, it possibly would be. From all the briefings I've had, I'm absolutely convinced that Cesc Fabregas is the one who's pushing this and has decided that his time at Arsenal has come to an end.